Yeah, what we feel is that the future is basically an obsolete notion. Uh, just as the architectural project, the large-scale architectural project, we feel it belongs to another era altogether, an era in which we could still project our utopias and think that they would actually, be able to realize them. We've grown out of this now. We realize that our projections in the past, when we project the future, has created lots of externalities that we have now to deal with. We live in a world in which it's very difficult to think about engineering anything anymore in terms of large-scale, social or urban project. In fact, we left to deal with whatever is coming to us. This is really what our practice is all about. It's about not working towards a perfect future, but working with a very messy present and dealing with it in creative ways. We located our practice and our office in Mumbai because we feel that a city like Mumbai, in fact, rather than representing the periphery or a marginal kind of condition, is in fact representing the new norm. This is where most people live. Mumbai is 20 million people. India is 1 billion people. And even in China, what we kind of consider now to be the cutting edge of new forms of development and urbanism, we see that in a city like Shenzhen, which is brand new, we have about half of the population living in urban villages, which are essentially the same thing that slums are in Mumbai, which are large, unplanned neighborhood, often starting from a village which has kind of densified, to a point at which it becomes very, very kind of intense urban area. So we feel that this is the context in which we should be working. This is the context that we should know, and there is no point for architects or urban practitioners to only concentrate on those parts of the world in which the plan can still function and hope that it can still function. Even there, even in Europe, even in the US, we see that the world we're living in is full of uncertainty. It's full of unpredictability. We're completely dependent on financial flows and on context, and suddenly everything can collapse very quickly. So we feel this is in fact the context in which working is a default kind of urbanization, which is happening whenever there is nothing else in terms of support mechanisms. So we feel this is the most interesting place where we could be working now.